Have you seen the city in Russia, the abandoned island city where the polar bears have taken over?
No.
Oh, you got to see this. It's incredible.
I've seen videos of Russia of people like getting chased by polar bears in their town.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's like the one where the guy jumps on the snowmobile and it like runs after him and
barely
stuff.
gets away.
There's a whole area in the Bering Sea that was, I want to say, a former mining town or maybe fishing town, and people moved out because it collapsed for whatever reason. This place, look at this. And the polar bears have just moved into town.
Oh, they're living in the house.
They're living in the house. Look at this. There's just
they took it over as a den.
Completely took it over.
Wow.
How cool is this?
That's amazing.
Yeah. They're just fully moved in, like living in the house. That's a drone shot, but this is not AI. This was legit.
They're so cool looking.
Oh, they're the coolest. Imagine you're out on a boat and you're like, oh man, we've been sailing for 3 weeks. Oh, look, there's like a little village. Let's pop in there for a day.
That'd be a cool movie.
Yeah, that would be a good
movie.
movie.
What I mean?
Yeah.
A bunch of people like, oh, we found a village. Let's go there.
You like head in and turn, like set up and then all of a sudden you're surrounded.
Yeah, it's all polar bear. You're like, why is there so much in this house?
Yeah.
Because they probably just right in the house.
Oh, yeah.
So they're pawing at the drones.
Yeah.
Wow. Look how cool they're hanging out the window. Like, hey, Tom,
Dude,
come on over. Have a drink.
You could put me in the glass box on this island. This looks so cool.
It is so cool. They're an amazing animal.
They really are.
But they're so weird. They're so long, too.
I went and did a sort of a trek with them.
What, Jamie?
Where are they getting food on that island if they're the only ones there?
Oh, well, they're the only ones there, but it's not. There's
just disappear in the
seals
water
and all
bomb,
kinds of
man.
other
Yeah.
shit.
They'll be hunting all the marine mammals in the area.
Yeah, they're the cleanup crew.
And they swim huge distances.
Oh, yeah, man.
A couple have turned up in Iceland. Did you know that?
What?
Yeah, there's, I think, 2 or 3 cases of polar bears that have swum from Greenland to Iceland and made
How far
it.
is that?
I'm not sure, but it's not close, obviously.
That's crazy.
It took the Vikings like 100 years to do it. Yeah,
That's
so,
crazy.
Yeah. And then
They
all
can
of a sudden,
swim that far?
200 miles.
200 miles.
Whoa.
Are you, hopefully this isn't a myth. Are you
No,
seeing?
this one says it was shot dead after it did it in 2008.
Yeah, and it
What?
swam across, right?
Yeah, I mean, they don't get off. They don't want to.
200 miles.
How crazy is that? Just take a swim one day and end up colonizing an entirely new place.
So it's like the David Goggins of polar bears. It says, bro, I can make it.
But isn't that crazy? 200-mile swim as a bear.
Well, this says it might have jumped off of just a piece of ice somewhere, so it could have got a little float. On a
Right,
boat
it could have
and
hung
then
out for a little
swam
bit.
to shore, but still, even 50 miles.
That's pretty far.
Well, they can last so long with the fat that's on their body.
And they
right?
like snooze float. Have you seen that? They'll
Really?
they won't just like actively swim. They'll like kind of like snooze float in between hunting.
Oh.
It's kind of amazing 'cause in the winter they have so much fat, in the winter stored up, getting ready to chill because they don't eat as much during the summer. Am I getting this right? I think so.
Right.
That they like you see them like snooze floating in the ocean.
Well, they eat a lot in the summer to get ready for the winter, right?
I know they eat a lot. In midsummer, they don't eat a lot. It's too hot for them to actively hunt. I know that.
Really? How hot is it too hot for them to actively
Dude,
hunt?
I went to Manitoba, Canada, to go see them on foot, and it was like 75 degrees at the height of the day, or maybe 70. And they wouldn't be hunting.
Polar bears were frequently tamed during the Middle Ages. What? Says no bear has been captured alive in Iceland. Oh, but since then, receding North Pole ice is diminishing their hunting and mating grounds and jeopardizing their survival.
Oldest sighting in Iceland was 890.
Whoa.
16 years after the first people got there.
What's crazy if you think about that is all it would take if people weren't there is 2 polar bears over the course of polar bears' lifetime to wash up on the island, and then you have a population of polar bears there.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? It's
right.
like the male swims there, 5 years later the female swims there, boom, there's a population of polar bears. True.
1252, Henry III took delivery of a white bear sent to him as a gift from King Haakon IV of Norway. He decided to keep it in the Tower of London. The bear was either too big or too exciting to be taken to Oxfordshire, where there had been a royal menagerie at Woodstock since Henry I's reign. What's more, it needed to fish. So the beast was sent to the tower, and from what we could tell, it was well looked out for, although it had a muzzle and a chain to wear while on land. The sheriffs of London were obliged to lay out more than £1 a week for its upkeep, which added up over a year to roughly the expected income of a night.
What a wild story.
They had no guns to stop them. What the hell would you do to them?
Bows and arrows, I guess, and spears. The bear had a long swimming leash. The man wore waterproof clothes. What? The keeper? So it had a keeper. The bear came with a Norwegian keeper, and the keeper was allowed to lead fishing trips into Thames. How do you say that? Thames?
The Thames River,
Thames,
yeah.
which the tower sat. The men wore waterproof clothes, again billed to the crown. The bear had a long swimming leash. There were salmon in the Thames in those days. So while being in London was probably not half so pleasing, the bear sitting on an ice floe in the Arctic Circle, it sure beat working.